She had a major cerebral aneurysm when I was 19 and she was 44. She lived through that and lived for many more years, but very changed by that. But before that, she used to cook for 6 people every day, my dad and herself and the 4 kids. And she didn't love cooking. It wasn't exciting to her. It wasn't really a source of creative satisfaction, but she was a good plain cook and she got food on the table. What she did like was entertaining. I think she liked it. It's kind of hard to tell because they were entertaining to promote my dad's business. But I think she liked it and she took it very seriously. She kept a journal of who she'd had over and what she served and who helped. And if she had a piano player come in and entertain and what they were paid, which is not so much less than piano players get paid today. So we didn't cook together, following a tradition in my mother's side of my family. Her mother had never let her in the kitchen. So I don't even know how she learned how to cook, maybe in a home ec class in high school or something. And she and I didn't cook together particularly, and my daughter wasn't interested, so we never cooked together. Everybody ended up learning how to cook eventually, but just not passing that down. But I did help my mom out a lot when she was entertaining. So there was an object that she used when she was baking or making special dishes for entertaining. And I didn't see this for decades. This is not her original one, but this ended up showing up again at my food co-op maybe 5 years ago. My mom actually ended up dying in 2006, and I didn't have her original one, even though I still have her wooden spoons. And I just finally got rid of her turkey baster because it wasn't even working at all. But so has anybody seen this? Do you guys know what this is? This is, Marty, you know. Okay, so this is for grinding nuts. So it opens up and inside it's got these grinder things. And then there's a jar on the bottom. There's a bag of walnuts. And this is what my mom used to do. And I would help her. We would take the walnuts and put them in here. And then you put the cover back on so they don't splat all over the place. And then you grind. And as you can see, what you end up with is chopped walnuts. The texture is really fantastic because, you know, if you put like nuts in a Cuisinart or another food processor, a blender, you're going to get a mush. But with this stuff, let me see if you can actually see it.
A little higher.
Little higher.
There we go. Yep.
Okay. So you get a lot of texture and you get a lot of crunch.
Yep.
Those of you who live in New York or maybe in the South may be familiar with this kind of nut as chopped walnuts as the garnish on a red velvet cake or a carrot cake. We used to use them for making haroset. If you're Jewish, you probably know that that's a Passover dish, and it's made with chopped apples, chopped walnuts, and God help us, Manischewitz red wine. It could be made with another red wine, but it's not really the same. So for me, when I saw this little device, I was really thrilled to own it again, and it's a memory of really good times with my mom. Thank you.
Oh my God. That is so